If you're like me, when you first looked at this photograph, you saw a out of focus, murky, black and white, and not black and white in a good way, but black and white in a murky way. Picture taken with probably a flash. You can see the railing in the foreground is brighter than the background. It's getting hit with some light. And you probably would have been right about that. And you just sort of didn't get why Nick would go to the trouble of putting this picture in a prominent place on the Facebook page. And yet, when you read about what's happening, it takes it to a completely different place. I wanted, in 2015, to make this the picture of the year, but my wife and my two sons, the three other judges in this contest, wouldn't let me do it. But Christina, I want you to know that this was the picture of the year for me in my heart. For 10 years, we've been celebrating the work of amateur photographers. And now, the best of the best of the best has risen to the top. So here's what's going on. The little baby in the crib is recently adopted. The adoption process has been dragging on for 5 years. That's the older brother at the top of the crib. 5 of his years have been waiting for that baby to come home. That's a lifetime for him. Finally, the baby is here, and Christina has installed in the baby's room a security camera, a baby monitor camera. In the middle of the night, she hears the older brother getting up and sneaking into the baby's room. Instead of going in there and saying, "What are you doing in here? Is everything okay?" she just lets it play out. The security camera has a remote button on it, and you can shoot photographs, and that is how she shot this photograph, with a security camera. She stayed away. She let it happen. I think she knew the story she was telling immediately when it started to play out. I actually gave serious thought to whether or not this picture would be better if it were sharp and in color with beautiful lighting, and I have to come to the conclusion that it wouldn't have been better or it wouldn't have been worse. It would have been the same photograph, and that photograph is this. An amazing moment between siblings has played out in front of a camera. It's captured. Yes, there are words required, but that's okay. And it wouldn't make any difference if it were sharp or color. Photographic technique has nothing to do with this photograph, and photographic love has everything to do with it. I used to tell people on our site, turn off your flash, turn off your flash. You're ruining the mood. And when I saw this picture, I realized this is probably the best example of who cares if the flash is on or off. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is that little boy leaning way over that railing, trying to get his head close to that new little sibling. This is just a beautiful picture.